Hello, my name is Fire Chief Tom Friel. I currently have the privilege of leading the 43 dedicated men and women of the Morton Grove Fire Department. The pride and tradition of the Morton Grove Fire Department began back in 1904 when the fire department was first formed. Today, we are proud to say that we service the over 23,000 residents and businesses of Morton Grove for all of the fire, rescue, and EMS needs. We do this on a 24/7 basis. Today, our department responds to over 3,000 calls for service every year, addressing the fire, rescue, and EMS needs of our community. We are also proud to say that our response time to all of these alarms averages less than 4 minutes. The first week of October every year is traditionally Fire Prevention Week. While we encourage our residents and businesses to exercise fire safety year-round, we'd like to draw your attention to the upcoming holidays in preparation for our holiday season. Please give your attention to Captain Bill Porter with this valuable safety message. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Captain Bill Porter with the Morton Grove Fire Department. Some of your children may know me as Firefighter Bill because I have the privilege of teaching fire safety in the schools. Today I'm going to have the opportunity to talk to you about fire safety tips and rules for your home. One of the first things we're going to talk about in fire safety is smoke detectors. Everyone should have smoke detectors in their homes. It is a state law that smoke detectors are required within 15 feet of all sleeping areas. Additionally, they should be one on every level of your home, including the basement. Now, we have to make sure our smoke detectors are working, so we definitely need to test them and change their batteries. To test them, there is a test button. We need to push that button and hold it for 5 seconds. When 5 seconds is up, it should ring, and you know your smoke detector is working. Also, along with smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors are very important, especially coming up to heating seasons. Carbon monoxide is an odorless, colorless gas that is produced by gas appliances, such as your furnace, your hot water heater, your gas dryer, your stove. State law also requires one of those within 15 feet of all sleeping areas, and they need to be tested as well. The next fire safety area we're going to discuss is kitchen safety. Kitchen fires are still one of the leading causes of fires in residential homes. We can protect ourselves and prevent fires with a few easy fire safety tips. When you are cooking in your home, we should wear short sleeves or tight-fitting clothes so that they cannot catch on fire if you were reaching over the top of a stove. When we are cooking, we should have our pot handles turned to the side or to the back. And actually, if you can use the back burners, it actually even makes it more safe. We need appropriate lids that could cover our pots if they did catch on fire. We need a safe zone around the stove that usually they talk about 3 feet. That kids really should not be around that stove so that they can reach up and grab a pot handle and possibly pull it down. Also, if you're cooking, you never leave things unattended. If you have to leave a room, a real good tip is take something with you. Take a spoon, an oven mitt, a pot holder. When you leave the room, that then becomes your reminder, oh, that's right, I have something cooking on the stove. You'll go back and it will be safe. Other things that you can have is an extinguisher, typically a BC extinguisher. Those BC extinguishers, they should be small that you can handle them, but they put out what they call electrical or flammable liquid fires, because typically the fires you have in a kitchen are usually grease fires. If you do have a fire, and we don't recommend that you try to put it out, we want you to leave the home, get out of your house, call 911 and allow the fire department to come and help you. Along with kitchen safety, there's another concern that the fire department has, especially with the holidays coming up, and that is these deep turkey fryers. Underwriters Laboratory has provided a video that we're going to watch showing you those concerns and the inherent problems that they have.
We've recently tested several models of deep fat turkey fryers and find that this method of cooking can be very hazardous.
Looks like our partially frozen turkey is ready. Our temperature's at 350 degrees, so put the turkey in.
units can be overfilled, and when that happens and a turkey is added, the oil spills out, causing the unit to catch on fire. Another one of our safety concerns with deep fat turkey fryers is their lack of stability. Watch how easy it is to tip it over. In our laboratory, we use water. Can you imagine if this were hot oil? In addition, these units do not have thermostatic controls, allowing the oil to overheat and posing a severe fire hazard. One of our concerns with deep fat turkey fryers is that the handles and the lid get very hot. So if you try to move it, as you can hear from the sizzling with these wet gloves, you could get a very severe burn if you touch that with bare skin. Based on our testing of the deep fat turkey fryers on the market today, we will not certify these with our trusted UL mark. We hope everyone thinks twice before using a deep fat turkey fryer, but if they do, they should exercise extreme caution. Always use these units outdoors, never on a wooden patio or in a garage. They should always be placed on a flat, level surface and never should be left unattended.
I hope you found that video informative. Let me just go over a couple of the more important points. The first is never leave that fryer unattended. Place that fryer in an open area away from walls, fences, or any other structure that possibly could burn. Never use your fryer in, on, or under a garage, breezeway, carport, porch, or any structure, again, that can catch on fire. When you are deep frying a turkey, it's got to be completely thawed out and dry. When the turkey's wet and placed into the oil too quickly, it spatters and could cause a fire. Cover your skin with gloves appropriately so that when you do put the turkeys and pull them out, you don't burn yourself. And if the oil begins to get too hot, you need to turn that gas off. Another area of safety we'd like to talk about is holiday safety. During the holidays, a lot of people decorate. And one of the main things they use to decorate is lights. If we're going to use holiday lights, we have to make sure that the lights that we use are approved, usually Underwriter's Laboratory. We don't want to overload circuits. We check them every year to make sure that they're not frayed and that they are in still good condition. We have candles that get used for holidays. We have to make sure if we're going to use candles that those candles are put in sturdy candle holders, that they're kept away from anything that is combustible, and we never leave a candle unattended. If we're going to leave the room, we should put that candle out. One of the major concerns that the fire department has during the holidays is actually Christmas trees. One of the important things is how to select a tree for the holidays. Needles on a fresh tree should be green and hard to pull back from the branches, and the needles should not break if the tree has been freshly cut. The trunk should be sticky to the touch. Old trees can be identified by bouncing the tree trunk on the ground. If many needles fall off, the tree has been cut too long, has probably dried out, and is now a fire hazard. We're going to show you a video, and in that video you're going to see how quickly a tree can burn, especially if it's not maintained and it dries out. After viewing the video, you can see how quickly a dry tree can burn. We really need to make sure we maintain our trees. And to do that, do not place your tree close to a heat source, including fireplace or heat vents. The heat will dry out the tree, causing it to be more easily ignited by heat, flame, or sparks. Again, we also need to make sure that the tree stand is full of water at all times. After seeing this segment that we've provided today, if anybody has any questions, please contact myself, which is Captain Bill Porter at the Morton Grove Fire Department. The phone number here is 847-470-5226. We'd be happy to help you at any time.
We hope that Captain Porter's message was both interesting and helpful. Please remember that the services of our Fire Prevention Bureau, which is headed up by Captain Porter, or as some of your children may recognize him, Firefighter Bill, our Bureau's services are available to all of our residents to answer questions or put on presentations. Please request those services during normal business hours at 847-470-5226. Also, all of our residents and businesses are reminded, for emergency services, please call 911 on a 24/7 basis. Thank you for watching, and please have a fire safe day. I'm Fire Chief Tom Friel. Thank you.